Well, Horry County's top police official is speaking for the first time only to News 13 since a sex scandal led 4 police officers and the county's lead spokesperson to hand in their resignations. The officers resigned last Thursday and officials confirmed it the next day. Now, those involved were Lieutenant Misty Gore, Detective Don Cobithan, Sergeant Tori Lewis, and investigator Kelsey Mainmet. Now, she was not pictured, as well as now former county spokesperson Michaela Moskov. News 13's Adriana Lawrence is live outside police headquarters tonight. Adriana, a lot to unpack here. What did you take away from your conversation with the chief?
Yeah, Edward, we've been digging into this story since last Thursday when I received a number of tips about the resignations. Now, Police Chief Chris Lenhart was able to answer many of my questions today in detail about how this happened.
Our public's got to know that that's not allowed here. We want the best of the best, and if you're not it, you're not going to be here.
The Horry County Police Department has been in hot water recently after the department's number 2 was let go earlier this year for misconduct in the Scott Spivey case, and shortly after a bill was introduced in the State House to dismantle the department. Lenhart says the internal affairs investigation for the recent sex scandal took place from start to finish in about 2 weeks. He says it stemmed from a text amongst an Horry County police team being turned over to him, showing some kind of a request for information as far as the inappropriate relationships. The investigation found the 5, some married, were involved with 1 or 2 others named, and all 4 officers violated the department's code of conduct. Lenhart talked about his reaction to the affairs happening under his watch.
Yeah, I can't really speak to the PIO. That's outside of my purview. But what I can say is absolutely it's disappointing to see officers, some that have been here quite a while. It's very disappointing to me as the leader of this department to see that kind of behavior.
Lenhart says they work quickly to get the information out to the public, and for the first time, he provides more details about the actions of those involved.
At this point, we can tell that these officers were not on duty at the time of these incidents. These were incidents outside of work hours, but amongst employees who were married and violated our policies.
Lenhart says he met with the county administrators and they all agreed resignations or terminations were the only options because South Carolina is an at-will state.
Eventually, in these cases, you're offered that opportunity. It was going to be a termination had they choose not to resign, but we do give them that opportunity.
So that's pretty typical in any scenario?
Yes, ma'am. In most cases, unless it's a violation of a law.
Chief Lenhart says transparency is one of his top priorities and is the reason he released information 1 day after the resignations. We asked Lenhart if he's worried about his or the department's credibility following the recent cases like this one and the Scott Spivey case.
No, I think actions like this speak for themselves. I think that lets the public know that they can trust the Horry County Police Department. If we get a complaint, we're not just going to brush that off. We're going to investigate it. I think that is different a little bit for the Horry County Police Department, but I think it's needed. We didn't just sweep it under the rug, and we're not going to do that here at the Horry County Police Department.
Now, Lenhart says no other employees are under investigation at this time. We have filed multiple public records requests, including for the Internal Affairs Investigation Report. Lenhart could not pass that over to us today because he says it has to go through their legal department first. I'm live in Conway. Adriana Lawrence, News 13.